as GPU in aviation jargon. You're probably wondering, what exactly does the GPU do? Besides what its name gives away, let me explain that to you. After landing, the aircraft generates electricity from the engines. But as you may have noticed, the aircraft shuts down its engines faster than we can connect and start the GPU. Shortly after landing, the crew start the Auxiliary Power Unit, or APU for short, which will generate electricity for the aircraft until we, the ground handling crew, connect the GPU to the aircraft, which will power the aircraft more efficiently and at a lower fuel price. During this time, the cockpit crew and ground handling can perform their assigned tasks without a cut in power to the aircraft. Okay, now you need to use the tug parked in the marked area and transport the GPU to the position next to the aircraft. There's already an aircraft parked there, which is scheduled to depart soon. This will give us a chance to show you the complete process of connecting and disconnecting the GPU. Before you start, you need to connect the GPU to the tow hook of the tug so that you can transport it. It's quite simple. You need to back up the tug so that the hook is close to coupling with the GPU. Then get out of the tug, approach the rear and follow the action displayed on the screen to couple them together. Remember that you hook and unhook other trailers in the same way. Hop back in the tug and head over to the aircraft as indicated. Now, detach the GPU from the tug and go to the rear side of it, where you'll need to open the hatch revealing the control panel. Now I'll show you the generator startup sequence. You'll operate it using the controls displayed on screen as we go. Toggle the power on button. This will activate the generator battery. Now, you'll need to hold down the engine start button for approximately 3 seconds until the engine starts. Now, we have to wait 30 seconds until the engine heats up and the oil temperature reaches 80 degrees Celsius. In the meantime, go to the nose of the aircraft and open the hatch where the connector is located. Great. Now on the side of the GPU, there's a slot containing a cable. You need to pick up the cable and plug it into the aircraft's power socket. To pick up the cable, follow the action displayed on screen. Connect the cable to the aircraft's power socket. Perfect. Now go back to the panel and switch the engine setting knob from idle to run. Then press the DC output button to the on position. Now notify the cockpit crew through the communication panel that they can turn off the APU and switch to GPU power. Open this panel using the controls displayed on screen. Great! Now the aircraft is powered only by the GPU, and the rest of the ground crew and the aircraft crew can continue with their work. Now it's time to teach you how to disconnect an aircraft's ground power prior to departure. Obviously, we can't just unplug the cable and leave the crew without power. When you finish all your other tasks and it's time to disconnect the GPU, you'll need to inform the crew that they can start the APU. We'll teach you how to do that on this aircraft. Head over to the indicated area. Approach the aircraft from the side where the GPU is parked. Your task now is to notify the cockpit crew that they may start the APU. To do this, open the communication panel using the controls displayed on screen. Select Flight Deck, APU, and Start APU. Great! The crew has just started the APU. Go to the back of the aircraft, specifically under its tail, and listen to the APU's startup sequence. If you want to, remove your protective headphones using the displayed button. To check the startup progress, open the tablet and select the aircraft you're currently at. In the task table, you'll find information about the startup progress. Operational. Now go to the panel and switch the DC output to off. Then turn the engine switch from run to idle. Finally, unplug the cable connected to the aircraft and place it back into the GPU. Great! Everything went according to plan. Now you need to return the GPU to the designated location at the parking ramp to complete the tutorial. Congratulations! You've just learned how to operate the GPU after arrival and before departure of an aircraft. See you later.